Okay, so I got $200 to spend this month after all my bills are paid. Okay, I need to make some money. Okay, was wondering what is the best idea of the two, and I need you guys to decide. Okay, do I buy blank DVDs and record Occult the Awakening Part 2 Book of Shadows by Marilyn Banco, Morgana Fay Berry, or and I buy 100 DVDs and I get them professionally manufactured. It looks like you bought it straight out of Blockbuster with the fucking case and everything. The small paper cases um, that are like better quality than those flip cases that are flimsy. This thing's more sturdy and more stout the way that I make my DVD cases with picture on the front, picture on the back, credits, and stuff like that on the DVD case itself. And then the DVD has a matching picture of the outside cover. Sign them bastards, augment them. Thanks for being a fan, Marilyn Banco Monroe. Or Marilyn Monroe on the front. Okay, do I sign it like that? Do I do it like that? Charge $50 for a DVD, factory shrink wrapped everything. Okay, and I'm paying a good price on all that. Okay, and I'm making a lot of money. Okay, do I do that idea, or do I produce my card game and cost me? Mm, Let me see how much it costs. Okay, so I get my cards produced for plus an additional. No, not that's not how I do it. Times no. Yeah, okay, I had it right. 5 times 50. No, that was right. 5 times 20, 100. Okay, so I could produce like 40 of them bitches. Oh, too much. I could produce like 35 of them bitches. Too much. I could produce like 30 of them bitches. Yeah, I could produce 30 sets of my card game. Factory shrink wrapped, everything else. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry. I could produce 25 of them. Factory shrink wrapped, everything else. Make standard quality decks. Okay, the first set is standard. Okay, getting deck boxes and the sleeves as well as the cards having them mailed to me, and that's going to take some time to get here. Probably take like maybe a month, whatever, to get here. Because I gotta. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. It's not gonna take a month because I just discovered something. It is, and I got $200 to spend, mind you. So I get 9 times 10. Okay, so it's 10 pages per set. So that's $10 in color. No, I'm sorry. 1.50 times 10. Okay, so it's $15 per set that I produce. Getting it printed locally times no 200 divided by 15. 13 sets, okay, and not even 15 would be times 10, and I get 20 sets. Okay, 20 sets, and that will make times 108. 608. That'll give me over 2,000 cards. Okay? There are 52 cards to a deck. So we'll divide that by 52. Give me 41 decks. I still got money to pay for the sleeves. I create the standard decks and everything, how the rules printed out, everything else. And I sell the decks for like anywhere from, depending on what you want to play, or depending on what type of decks I produce. The turn 2 deck is like fucking $400. Okay? All ranging all the way down to like 25, $30. Okay, and it depends, and they're pre-con. They come in a $1.99 deck box lid, and they come with a pack of 50 sleeves, about $1.99. So we're talking four, and then we're talking how much is that? Shit. So we gonna go like this, Okay, okay. 200, no, no. 108, 108 times. Okay, so we divide that then by 52, and it's 41 decks. Okay, so at that point we go 41 decks. Oh no, I'm sorry, because I was counting that. Okay, so it would be 150 divided by 15 equals 10. That way I still got money for the deck boxes and the sleeves. Okay, then we go and times it by 108, which equals 1,080 cards. Okay, divided by 3, 360 decks. Okay, and then we're gonna times it by like the average meeting price is gonna be about 50, so it's like $18,000 is how much I can make right there on the top. Boom, 18,000. Okay, and I still am able to produce the the synopsis, teaching everybody how to play the game, and then I label it on a website where everybody's buying the game, so I'm getting paid out the fucking yang. And my game is more fun than any other TCG game. So you get the cards, okay? Let me show you the cards that you get. Okay, anyways, there's a blank spot for the picture, okay? And there's a blank spot for the picture, and let's see, blank spot for the picture. So when you buy the deck, you can draw on your own artwork. Then you can resell it for 4 times the amount that you paid for it. So then the player is just funding itself, and I'm getting money in the process. I'm happy because I'm getting my cut. Everybody else is happy because they buy a deck and they get 4 times the amount. So they're buying a deck for $60, drawing out all the unique artwork, turn around and sell it for 200. Okay, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly legit with that, as long as you ain't copying the card game. Okay, as long as you ain't professionally remanufacturing the card game, I'm cool with that. Okay, because that would be a solid copyright infringement and fraud. And I'm going to be logging how many decks are sold. And I'm going to be having monitors, like my great aunt, measure the kindness of your heart and the deed of your soul. And if your soul turns out to be evil and you do copyright infringement and mass produced, Auntie gonna come into play and say, we got bank of attorney now, and we're Monroe's, and you fucked up. Now we own your house, we own your vehicle, we own your car, and Auntie, I'm sending you down not only decks, if you're my real auntie, I'm sending you down decks, but then on top of that, I am also paying you like $5 on every set sold to monitor that shit. Okay, so you will have a paper receipt trail through the YouTube videos that I create. Hey, Auntie, I just created, 30 sets. Okay, they all sell. So she monitor and make sure there's no more than 30 sets being sold on all websites. And we spam it to every family member. Now she paying every family member a quarter, all making a quarter, and you got like 50 people watching for it. They're all Hollywood. Okay? Or maybe Paramount Studios or somebody like that wants to cooperate with me and we make him bank because you can pay $5 on every fucking set that sells. I'm making 45. I'm happy, and it's only cost me about maybe 15, 20 bucks, 20 bucks per deck. Okay, so then I'm putting it out there, 20 more decks first, and then those sell. So then that brings in 20 times 50, that brings in 1,000. So then I turn around and have more produced, like quadruple amount, and I say, whoever's watching it, monitoring everything, keeping logs, I say, dude, I just produced 100 more sets. 100 more decks. So then they monitor it and they're keeping tabs on it. Okay? And keep spot tag worldwide. This is my game. This is my game concept. This is my idea. And you guys gotta back me on this. It's just that simple. And so then nobody else can produce because it's being severely monitored. And I'm willing to pay somebody good money. $5 on every deck that sells. Okay? To monitor and watch. Advertise, publicitize. If you advertise and publicitize the deck, the game, dude, that's extra money in your pocket. That's like $7.50 on every deck that sells to $10 on every deck that sells. If you're advertising and marketing for me and monitoring it and everything else, that's $10 on every 50. That's good money. Or maybe they sell the deck for 100, 200 bucks, 400 bucks. If it's 400 bucks, then up in the price your payout to about 40 bucks. And I'll take 160 on every deck sold. And it is an interactive like gameplay that is not a bunch of responses. Okay, you're either going to win on your turn or you're going to win on your opponent's turn. There are no real counterspells. There's nothing that will there's cards that'll say reverse the turn of event, so that way when they play and they get an event, you play the reverse turn of event and you get the advantage and eject your opponent out of it. So in a way, it's like a counter spell. I wanted to create this game so that players that like combo decks, this is right up your alley. It has the counter spells like Merciless Nature. It costs like 3, and you reverse any turn of event. Okay, so you can play 3 resources on turn 1. They go to combo off you. Boom! Reverse turn of event and burn 3 of my characters. And before I do, burn 3 of my ties. And before I do, I've got a character out there named No Enforcer, so I detis them and I play Healing from God. So then those characters all go to the burn pile, and then they come back late. And it could be a Jacob the Imperishable, a Know Who Built the Ark, and a Name No Enforcer, which allows you to combo off for turn 1. Okay? So there is a turn 1 win, but it is so sketchy. You gotta have a needle and haystack to hit that fucking thing. Okay? Because you're only allowed 3 copies of each card in your deck, 16 characters in your deck, and your deck has to be 52 cards. You can only play Sins and Riddles and characters, or you can play Turn Event, Riddle, and character. I'm looking at this from all angles. And also family, that helps me because you would be my family, and I take very good care of my family, um, monetary wise. Anyone that's willing to become family of this business own, then I'm cutting you in on more chips. I'm cut, and Social Security, I haven't made anything off the game. The game's been stolen from me, so I'm just recouping what was stolen. Okay, and guaranteed when I start making money, you will be reported to. Like I will report to you, yeah, I earned this much money, and you'll be like, well, is there a receipt? And I'll be like, yes. Every fucking deck that's sold, here is a receipt, which means I buy a receipt book. Okay, so now you know I'm keeping proper logs. In every receipt, the customer will get a copy, and I will get a copy. They can take $71 away from me and no more because I get $683 SSA. And I was told when I got on SSA by a Social Security agent, they cannot touch my SSA. They can only take away my SSI. And I believe that to be true. SSA can't be taken away, but SSI can. SSI is a small amount, SSA is a big amount. SSA is like over 600 bucks. Well over 600. It ain't 700, but it's well over 600. Okay? So I'm just trying to get even in life, not even get ahead. I'm just trying to get even the first like year that I start doing this. So would I be better off selling my DVD that I made, Occult the Awakening, Book of Shadows Part 2? Or would I be more beneficial building the decks and selling them for what? For $400 for 52 cards? Because those decks that will win on turn one are 400 bucks. Okay? But then they're tournament viable. So then I can hold a regionals with prize support and payout. And it won't be like, oh, you enrolled in this pro tour qualifier and or I mean this regionals and you're getting $5,000 for first place. No, it will be we have 50 people in the room that paid 50 bucks to enroll their deck. And that's 50 times 50. Let me do the math real quick. Because we pay out 20%, 10%, 5%, and then product. Okay? So figure product is promos and stuff, okay? So we figure 50 times 50, 50 times 50 is 2,500 bucks. Okay, um so then we break it down. 2,500 divided by point 20, 30, 35. 35%. Okay, no. Sorry. Times, or divided by 35. There we go. We pay out $71 for third place. Second place is times, or divided by 20. We got $125 for second place. And third place is $250 on 50 participants in a listing for 50 bucks. They get 250. However, if we get 1,000 participants, okay, that is 50,000. Now we're going to divide it by 35. They get 1,400, or they get 1,500 bucks for third place. Okay, third through sixth place they get third through sixth place they get fucking 1,500 bucks. Second place at 20% will get 2,500. First place will get 5 grand. Okay, so Magic does do it right. I didn't understand. They do the payouts right because they're collecting like 65% and only paying out 35 total for second, third, and stuff like that. Okay, they're doing the payouts right. But we do them a little bit better because we take it down product all the way to the top 100th place. Okay? And it's like you get like 3 complete sets from 7th place to 100th place. It is 3 complete sets. Then from 100 to 150th place, it cuts it down to 2 sets. And then 151st place to 200th place gets 1 set. And then there's random promotionals, like they have the alternate art. So we're hiring players to draw the art for the promos, and every promo has a different art to it. Doesn't matter if it's a card name, same card name or not, it's different artwork. Okay, so then players are like, "Oh, look at this, blessings from God, and look, it's all done in metallic sharpies." Okay, and I got it as a promo. Oh my God! Yeah, well, check this out. This was done in acrylic paints. They're like, "Oh, dude, I'll trade you straight across." Sure, not a problem. Oh, but check this out. This was done, and I know you got 4 promos. This was done in 24 karat gold and pure silver Sharpies. Oh, dude, done deal. And they're happy because they're getting like a $250 card for 4 cards that are worth $50 a piece. See what I'm saying? Something like that. $75 a piece. That's what it is. 4 cards, $75 a piece because they're promo alternate arts. And they have the artwork. And I mean, when we hire you to do this artwork, we expect the whole picture and colored in all the way around it. No white in it whatsoever. It is straight up color and color and color, drawing and drawing and drawing. Like we want a faith in God to be something like a picture of a Bible that is got the gold cross that says Holy Bible in gold, KJV down at the bottom, King James Version, CNV, something like that, and make up the different Bible names. Then we want it covered in 24 karat gold around the Bible in the picture and make it pop because those are going to be the promos. When we get to that step, those of you who are interested in becoming artists and stuff, hit me up. Okay? Marilyn Banco 66 at gmail.com. At gmail.com. Okay? I need artists. I need people that are players of the game to draw the artwork and stuff. And in exchange for doing that, I'm like, oh, cool. That card's worth $200. Here's 3 free sets. And you guys are like, oh my God, this is like $500 right here. Yeah, I'm doing more of them. And it's costing me like less than $100 to give them 3 sets. So I'm making money, and then we're having cool kick-ass promos that are top-notch art that like 30 players are drawing, and they're fucking under our contract, and then at that point it is a survival of the fittest to get into our company. See what I'm saying? And I'm just, or I produce the DVD, and we're having you guys monitor it, and you're getting like $10 on everyone that's or sold on everyone that's sold your advertising marketing. We're doing the track log through YouTube, telling how many of them are made, and we're having more people scout for it, seeing if anybody's duplicating and selling it, like in mass quantities, or if 1 or 2 slide, I'm not concerned about that. But if you're buying 1 copy from me and you're producing 50 DVDs, yeah, I will prosecute for that. But if you're buying a DVD and you need a couple extra bucks, I have no problem with you making 1 here and there to sell, as long as you're not impeding upon my copyright. As long as you're not stealing money out my pocket, I don't care if you make a little bit here and there, as long as you're very discreet about it and you're not mass producing. Every single website will be monitored. Because literally, I'm hiring one person and getting them $10 on every DVD that's sold, and they're marketing and advertising for it to be sold more, and then they're watching they're paying everybody like a dime a DVD sold, and they're hiring 100 people to monitor all websites, one person per website. Okay, so there is no way to manipulate the system. If we catch you and you only bought one, and I got to track receipt, okay, because that's where you're gonna fuck up, is because I'm gonna have a track eBay receipt I sold to this person, and those track receipts will be stored in a separate file. How many copies did they buy? Now they're looking and they're saying, "Oh, dude, there's 300 copies and we only produced 10." So then they notify me, and I go, "Oh, this person, find out where they are, find out who they are, and prosecute them for copyright infringement and fraud." Okay. At which point, with you have like 10-day grace period to report earnings to Social Security. So at which point I start selling them, that's when I report to Social Security. Hey, I just made $5,000, or hey, Social Security, I made $20. I'll even report $20. And they'll drop my Social Security for $10, and I got 20. So because you get $2 on every $1 you make. I mean, yeah, on every $1 that you get from Social Security, you're allowed to make $2, and they deduct $1. So hypothetically speaking, right now I'm legal to make up to $1,428 a month on top of my SSA and SSI. If it goes bigger than that, then they track logs, and okay, so you owe us this back payment. That's the only way that they tack your SSA. They say you owe us a back payment. They don't take your SSA away. They don't fucking rip you off. They don't do none of that shit. They just say, okay, you owe us this money for back payment. And you're like, okay, not a problem. And they take it right out of your Social Security funds. So it's like cool, you know. I think I would make more money building the decks because, okay, so hypothetically speaking, I get 2,100 cards for about $150. Okay, and I will tell you exactly how many cards I get. Okay, so it is, and I got to do this quick because it's coming on 30 minutes. Okay, so I drop 150, okay, times 1, oh, no, times 150 divided by 15, 10 sets, okay, and we're going to times that by 108. Okay, so it's 1,080 on $150. Then I get produced, front and back. Okay, so then on that, divided by 52 gives me 20 decks, 20 solid decks. Okay, gives me more than times 3. Okay, it gives me 62 decks. Okay, so 62 decks, 62 times 400 gives me $24,000. Okay, up to. That's not an exact figure. That's up to, and that's if all of them are built like $400 decks. Okay, and I'm making like 6 pre-constructed decks that are like tournament viable. Like you take it and you mop people up at tournaments, and they're all net decks. There are only 6 net decks in my game, and there is going to be an ousted and reserved list. Reserved, you're allowed to run 2 copies. Ousted, you're allowed to run 0 copies. 16 characters per deck, and no more than 3 copies of each card in your deck. I produced 6 sets, and I was only able to build 3 solid decks. And if that tells you anything. So I'm produced like 15 sets, and I'm only going to be able to make like maybe 9 decks. Maybe. Okay, and all 9 decks are going for between $200 and $400. Because they're going to be like, turn 1 I win. Or, I mean, turn 1 I come off on your heir, trying to kill my character, and I go, bink, oh, and I go, bink, Howling from God, and dump every time into the, and then I cast Howling from God, and everything comes back. And it's, Jacob the Unbanishable, Noah who built the ark, and name no enforcer Isaac. Noah who built the ark, or I mean, I burned Noah who built the ark, name no enforcer, and removes all the counters, it comes back, and I win. And if there's 50 players at the table, I do it once and just say repeat, and I'm doing it 1,000 times, so now everybody loses. Okay, can't be played on the first or second turn, but if you're able to sneak it into play and then burn it, like you win that turn. That's the way that deck works. Thanks.